You know that I don't mind about what is wrong and what is right. We keep moving.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today is Wednesday, Nico's home today, so we're just gonna be trying to get some stuff done around the house. We still need to put up those blinds in the bathroom, so I'm hoping that I can get him to do that today. So yeah, right now we're gonna run to the store, and then when we get back, try to make something to eat. I need to do school with the kids still, but I just want to bring you along, and later on this evening I'll share what we're having for dinner, so I'll pick back up here when we get home.
To survive, we're not the ones who hide. Two different minds.
Alright, so we just got back from the store. I got some more honey, and then I got some heavy cream. I normally shop at Walmart for my groceries, but I like going to Fry's to get their heavy cream from this brand because it's just heavy cream. There's nothing in it. It doesn't have any like gums or it doesn't have anything like that. So yeah, so I like going to Fry's to get this when I can. And then I also got some new whisks because my other ones broke. These were actually a really good deal. They were only $5, so, and they're pretty good quality. The other ones I got were junky and they were like $10. But yeah, I'm gonna start making some breakfast and then probably do school with the kids. And then I think me and Nico are gonna attempt to put up the blinds in the bathroom, so. Pretty soon here, I'm gonna be getting a grain mill, which I'm really excited about. It's something I've been looking into, something I've been wanting to do, and we did it, and so that'll be here soon, and I'm gonna attempt to make my own bread from, you know, from scratch, like real whole grains. And I don't know, I'm hoping, I know that we do like low carb, but really what it stems from is just trying to get away from all the processed foods. And even making your own bread at home, the grain is still really, the flour, it's still really processed. And so when I eat bread, when I eat carbs, when I eat like rice, it affects me and it's very noticeable. It definitely gives me brain fog. It makes me very tired. It makes me very sluggish. I was talking to my sister about it, and she kind of noticed too when she eats carbs that like it makes her heart race. You know, you like just don't feel good. Shortly after you eat them, you have like a crash and you feel really tired. So that definitely happens to me. And I'm wondering if partially it's because, you know, the grains are too processed, and so it's such a high blood sugar spike because it's mostly starch and it's just like a huge glucose bomb. So I want to try to make bread the way God intended us to eat it and see if I do better, because I'm not against eating bread. It's something that we've done for forever. Bread has been a huge part of, you know, how people live and people survive. But the bread that we eat today is not the way God intended us to eat it, and it's also much different than generations before us ate it. So, not to mention all the seed oils and things that are in it. So I'm gonna try to mill my own grains and see if I can eat that kind of bread and if I don't have the same reaction to it. So basically, the older I get, the crunchier I'm getting. I'm accidentally crunchy. I didn't mean to be this way, but the older I get, the more kids that I've had, the more I look into our food, the more I'm just going this way to like a more natural style of living. And so I didn't mean to be like a weird health person, but I like firmly believe that what we're eating is causing most of like the health problems that we have nowadays. And I'm a firm believer that like when you have stuff wrong with you, it's probably tied to your food. I know it's not in all cases, but in a lot of cases, you can cure most things with the food that you're eating. I don't know, I'm probably gonna do a video more on all that and how I became accidentally crunchy. So yeah, so I'm going to be getting a grain mill. That's going to be exciting. And another thing is, so we've kind of cut out carbs completely. It's been like 6 months or longer now, 7 months. We do eat them once in a while. I'm still going to eat them on birthdays. Like today, it's kind of cloudy and cold. I want to make some cookies. And so hopefully we can eat the whole grains and then we can just totally go back to eating bread. I don't know. But if we can't, the days that we do eat these kinds of things, the days I make cookies and cakes, I want to mill my own grains so that I can know that we're not eating this ultra processed like sugar bomb, because desserts are already sugary and I don't want to be eating these super processed grains where it takes out all the nutrition and it's just flour. So even if we don't eat bread all the time, I want to be able to make my family real wholesome food when we do eat those kinds of desserts. So that'll be here soon, and then I'll show you guys everything and share with you how everything goes.
For you, oh no, but you make it so hard. Watching you dance all night, baby, is making me fall hard.
Now I'm getting started on my marinade for dinner. We're having tacos, so I'm going to start marinating my steak. I added pineapple juice, the juice of a large lime, and some avocado oil, and then a little bit of water. And for my seasoning, I used salt, pepper, garlic powder, and cumin. And then I finished it off with some cilantro.
That I got myself into, I can help my own frustration.
And once that was done, I poured it over the skirt steak and stuck it in the fridge so that it can marinate for about 4 hours.
I think I like you. Got nothing to lose.
When we do school, I do try to grade their stuff. Because when I was a little kid, I loved getting feedback. I loved getting like a happy face or stickers on my stuff. So I do try to do that for the kids. And then another thing I just started was like handing out candy. That was another thing I loved in school, was when the teacher would like hand out candy when you answered like that one certain question right. So if they do really good, if they remembered something that I think is significant, or they put in like really good effort, or anything like that, I just try to give them a candy because I just think it's fun. And you know, everybody likes an incentive and everybody likes to know that they're doing good. So when we do school, I do try to, you know, do something fun for them. These look nice. Look at this one.
That's perfect.
It's a perfect one. Very nice. A plus. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Your tracing looks really good too.
Ooh. Ooh, and what? What and what? But and bit. What? At man.
Remember, that's our special word.
What?
What?
What? It.
Another special word. Remember, S and H together say
She.
she. That's a she.
She.
Where did the time go? How do we move so far away? Holding on.
Now that school's done, I'm gonna go ahead and start the girls' bedding, and then Nico and I are going to start on the blinds. Well, actually Nico, of course. Nico did them and I just supervised. But I'm happy that that's finally done because those were the last wood blinds in the house. The paint was peeled off of them and they just were really dingy looking and old, and so it was nice to finally refresh that and put in some more vinyl blinds to match the rest of the house.
Could we get back to where we started?
We had to stop for a second because Audrey just threw up in the hallway. She was eating chips and she said they're a little bit spicy, but they're just salt and vinegar, and there's like the tiniest hint of spice. And so she was drinking a ton of water while she was eating them, and she had too much water, and so she just threw up in the hallway. So Deco's mopping that up right now, and then we'll get back to putting up the blinds. It seriously never ends, I swear. Whenever we're in the middle of doing something like that has to happen. It's always that way. We can never just do a project. You know what I mean?
I'm asking tonight is, could we get back to where we started? Romance, burn bottom, that it makes us two fighters. And what I'm asking tonight is, could we get back to where we started? I know the next morning when the sun goes up, it might be the last day of you and me. You're lying.
Now I'm switching out the laundry and I'm going to start my kitchen wash rags. I keep them up here in this metal bin, and I just throw them in there, and then once it's full, then I'll throw in a load of dish towels and like wash rags. But I like to use the Lysol laundry sanitizer in place of fabric softener. And then after that, we're gonna jump ahead just a little bit to when the girls' bedding was finished, and I'm gonna start tidying their room.
Not yours, only in my dream. Oh, if I could. You know nothing at all about what's going down. Oh, like a shipwreck, I caught the sails.
So now I'm getting the girls' bedding put on their beds. The girls' room wasn't too bad. As you can see, it wasn't too messy. Most of the stuff on the floor was just all the plushies and things that actually go on their bed. So it wasn't too bad in here. The girls have been doing pretty good lately, keeping their rooms clean. This is definitely something that we're working on every day with our kids. I know for me, I can fall into this trap of, like, instead of taking the time to teach them how to clean, I just go around the house and I clean. And so I'm constantly cleaning. In a weird way, you think it's easier because you're like, well, instead of bothering the kids, I'm just gonna clean. I'm gonna take care of it. You know, this is my job. This is what I do. I like the house clean, so I'm gonna go around and clean. But I've been really trying to remind myself that my job as a mother is, yes, to take care of my children, but I'm also supposed to teach them how to take care of themselves and also how to take care of their own families someday. And so I've been really trying to make it a point to take the time out of my day and watch them and make sure that they're cleaning correctly, to go back and inspect after I've asked them to clean. And Nico does too. He's really good about just trying to teach the kids and like raise them upright. And I'm so thankful that I have him here. And you know, there are times when maybe I forget, and then he'll walk by their room and he'll get on the girls and he's like, look, you guys need to take care of your stuff. We need to appreciate the things that we have. We need to be good stewards of the things that God has blessed us with. And not to say that he blesses us with things, but just the fact that we live in this moment and we are able to live comfortably, and you know, we have a roof over our head, food in our bellies, and things that we enjoy in our lives, it's always important to be very thankful. And so we're constantly trying to teach them. And I do think that the girls have been doing pretty good lately. They are definitely learning, what we expect, what clean means when we say clean. It doesn't mean just shoving a bunch of stuff into a bin and, saying it's clean because mom and dad are going to come check. So, but yes, overall, they've been doing good. And it's important to remember that we are here to teach our kids. You need to teach them now and raise them now. Take care of your kids now so that you don't have to do it later. Because if you don't teach your children now and they just go through life without learning the skills and learning what their responsibility is as an adult, then you're going to need to take care of them also as an adult. So put the work in now so you don't have to work so hard later with your children.
Someone told me this ain't love. There's no way you get into my heart. Someone told me gotta move on. Keep it together before you fall apart. And there's no reason to be numb, but I can't even fall asleep until the dawn. If there's no love and there's no lust, whatever you got, I'm about to give it up. I'm not in love, I'm just pretending. I'm not in love, I'm just forgetting him. I'm not in love, I don't feel anything.
Now we're going to start dinner. Nico's going to barbecue our skirt steaks so we can have tacos. I'm going to make kind of like a pico de gallo, kind of like a salsa, but I'm going to put avocados. I think I have tomatoes, some lemon, or some lime, some onion, and then I'm going to shred some cheese, and then I'll show you how I make like our keto tacos. I think they're pretty easy, so I'll show you how I do all that.
Break your cups. We go on and we will never stop. And there's no reason to be numb, but I can't even fall asleep until the dawn. If there's no love and there's no lust, whatever you got, I'm about to give it up. I'm not in love, I'm just pretending. I'm not in love, I'm just forgetting him. I'm not in love, I don't feel anything, don't feel anything. I'm not in love, I'm just pretending. I'm not in love, I'm just forgetting him. I'm not in love, I don't feel anything, don't feel anything.
For my pico de gallo, I just chop up all my veggies, and then I season it with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and cumin, maybe some onion powder, and I just season it to taste. And then just mix it all up and put it in the fridge for a while so it can get nice and cold.
We go to
And then next, I decided to make like a Mexican coleslaw. I do this a lot because I like to have something crunchy, and I feel like it comes together really quick, and it's just a nice topping for tacos or burritos or anything like that. So it's just a mix of cabbages. There's some carrots in there because this was left over from a Thai meatball recipe that I did. And then the dressing is just sour cream, some lime juice, salt, pepper, and then I usually add some chili powder. It's not enough to make it spicy, but something about the chili powder just really changes the dressing and makes it feel like more Mexican. And then that's ready, and then it can go right on top. And then we're just gonna shred some cheese, and then I'm gonna get started on making the keto taco shells. Oh yeah, and I also added some leftover ranch that I had in the fridge to the dressing just to use it up so it didn't just sit in the fridge. But I don't normally do that. I usually just do sour cream and like lime juice to get that dressing consistency. But you can add whatever. I kind of just wing it a lot and put whatever in, and it seems to come out okay. Now for the keto taco shells, it's boiled chicken, like 6 to 7 eggs and some cottage cheese. I kind of just eyeball it now. It's probably a cup and a half to 2 cups of boiled chicken, and then 6 to 7 eggs. I'll just play with it until I get the right consistency. And then cottage cheese. I've also done sour cream, but I just blend it all together until it's really, really blended and it's a puree. And once it's very, very liquidy, it's thinner than pancake batter, then I put it in a pan and just kind of swirl it around till I get nice circles. Cook it, and there you have it. Those are the taco shells, and I think they work pretty good. They hold up nice. Considering how much egg is in there, I wouldn't say the tacos themselves taste eggy. You definitely can taste some egg, but it's not overwhelming in my opinion. They're a good dupe for a taco shell, and it's been a really nice way for us to still be able to have tacos on our low-carb diet.
Don't ask me to leave, 'cause I wanna stay. Don't ask me to leave, 'cause I wanna stay.
Okay friends, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I will catch you guys back here next time.
Without the flames getting hot.